A three for the tie. Off the front rim, J.J. Taylor flying in for the putback dunk, and it's a one-point game.
Why does this feel like an NCAA tournament game? This has been a glorious start to the college basketball season. Each team going on multiple runs, defensive stops, putback dunks, big plays from All-Americans.
Darius Johnson guarded by Anderson Garcia. Johnson leaves it for Williams. Counted in the foul.
Or was that a big-time play from the senior? Doesn't force the issue, makes the right pass, and drops a ridiculous dime in traffic. Oh my goodness. And the finish from Benny Williams. Oh.
As we resume the action with 7:52 to go. They actually reversed the call, so it's going to stay with West Virginia. Small, the alley-oop! Oh my! Tony O'Connie liftoff.
Wow. You know, you see these guys.
Harris with a rejection.
Hopping into the lane. Moore with the really good defense, but it's tipped out back to James. On the lob, the one-handed flush for Bandego.
Pokes it away, throws it up, looks, and Aziz just grabs it out of nowhere. He points up and says, just throw it up to the rim.
Had a nice little move on the block a moment ago. That time it's poked away by Lukosius, 2-on-2.
Nice pass.
Mitchell!
Oh, my.
Clear the runway for Dylan Mitchell.
Watch, you got Connor pulling the defense with him to the left, flattening it out, and all of a sudden he throws a behind-the-back pass to Mitchell, who goes up.
Might blow the roof off this place if Joe Few scores. And a steal for Josh Ojonwuna. Wow! VJ Edgecombe, my goodness. That staggered Joe Few.
Poor guy gets in the game. Welcome to the game, Joe. Welcome to the game. Oh, that's tough. You know what, though? Joe tried.
He did.
He tried. He jumped.
Demon with the lob. Catchings the finish.
Goodness gracious.
Freshman to freshman right there.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to have a great connection all year. They're only going to continue to get better.
And the possession arrow
And how
will
how
stay to the
good-
Bears.
How first vision is there, and we've seen that all night.
Yep.
But Jaeger doesn't even leave the floor.
Hassan's 15 rebounds, a new career high. Another 20-point game, which he has not had a lot of. Alley-oop, the foul. Officials are letting them play. Might be showtime again. Another alley-oop for Fall.
Saunders. Down low. Swatted by Catchings. That brings the crowd to its feet.
What Catchings can do is erase mistakes. BYU going after the loose ball, nobody back in the paint. Catchings says, you know what, I got this.
UMass, one of their last 8. West Virginia, one of its last 10. The oop! And it got away from O'Connie, and it's tipped ahead by Hankins Sanford. Worthy a little bit behind him. Swatted by Andre. What a block. We'll get a second look.
Well, he went into the standard pretty hard.
Struggle might not be the best way to say it, but oh, here's a steal by Bryant. Can he throw it down again? Oh, the windmill by Bryant.
Gingerly put in. Not this one right here, the two-hand windmill.
Admire that as we go to the break. 9 steals for Arizona in this one. They lead by 50.
High post of Isic has it poked away from behind. Getting downhill. Edgecombe throws it up top, and Ojonwuna. Shot. And off of the defense, Arkansas gets stripped. Baylor.
1 of 6 from the floor and 3 turnovers.
Here's a lob to the backside and an authoritative jam.
And Oklahoma State really pushes with pace in a great way. I mean, you're going to watch them right here.
Dean lobs it ahead. Oh, saved inbound to Thompson, and he got the friendly roll.
Watch this. You get the rim runner. I mean, something that you can't even see. He sprints the floor. He's there to defensive rebound. When the ball's secure, that first available big sprints the floor.
And shoot it consistently. There's not many. He's going to end up being the all-time leading three-point shooter. And how about that?
The 5 inches that he added to his vertical to throw this one down.
Well, he split a seam and the crowd.
But when he's shooting the ball, he is dangerous. He's almost unguardable when he's making threes.
That's a season high for Nunn with 17.
Whoa, man! Oh, man! What a follow by B.J. Edgecombe.
Arkansas, and you've got this one against Sam Houston. Hit the front of the rim. He comes up and just makes it look easy. It's effortless. Almost an alley-oop for him. Front of the rim.
A steal, Malik Wilson, and a dunk! Now watch the bench celebrate the sweet dunk, and look at all the guys out on the floor.
West. Bandego pinned it. Numbers for Cincinnati. James, the lob. Mitchell, the slam.
Stop it. I mean, this is, and then you throw it up in the air. Here's the modern day highlight reel.
Another turnover. Here's Demon. Foose. Wow.
It's been on the defensive end where they have picked it up. How about that no-look pass?
Moskovich taking it in. And he's fouled. A dramatic way to get your first basket of the night. And he's going to go to the free throw line. The lane saying, hey, I'm here and I'm making some noise. BYU. Wait, and now he says, all right, now let's go. And it was to Catchings. Shoot a three and knock it down. How about that finish? A dozen for Cannon Catchings.
Basically, the play was he's going to give it back to you down, then you go screen for him. And they switched on the screen, and Catchings said, okay, I'll just take the contact. And if I can create some separation, knock it down.
Over to Jerem.
Coach, that was a pretty sweet isolation play there with Cannon.
Their largest lead, just 4 here in the second half, just unable to pull away. Darius Johnson will have to fire it up. Oh, wow.
Absolutely. And the shot clock rolls down right here. You can't see it. Darius Johnson's going to have to heave. But with the night he's having, can we really say we're surprised?
Of course, he had that great NBA career. He was also the head coach for the Suns. To be back here in Arizona, it's got to be special for him. But he holds the record for most starts. Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
What a rejection.
High jumper. Can he go out for the ASU track team, too? Pretty sure the Sun Devils could use him. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, they like him. He's just a sophomore. He's one of the best rebounders in the WAC last season as a freshman.
Oh, my goodness. What? Tobe Owaka.
Chris, I want you to know, I felt this dunk in my chest. You want to talk about on his head? Oh, my goodness.
Arizona has a couple of those in this game. Off the backboard, wow! There's an exclamation point. Are you serious?
It may look fancy, but it was actually necessary because Vesar got stuck. He lifted too early.
He says, hey, I want to play at the next level, Williams. Forget what you're talking about.
Miro Little finds Caleb Lohner. That's what they're talking about. The Utes.
At first, I thought he said he touched it while he was out of bounds, but you're right. They got 50-50. They got Madsen for the foul on that one. But go back to that high handoff. The big man running the left wing.
Got those 5 rebounds. Bandego has 3 offensive rebounds. And I even forgot about Dan Skillings.
He'll throw it up and another one-handed jam.
I mean, look, my goodness. It looks like Houston.
Iowa State, Kansas.
Edgecombe gets a steal. Edgecombe switches and finishes. Oh my goodness, mid-air switching left to right.
Wow. Yeah, wonderful steal here. That's not a foul, but here he is, takes off and finishes. I don't know why players.
Creating the separation by fading away. It's a tough bucket by Moore.
Lob into Amir Omar.
Rob Wright from almost half court. Throwing it up to Norchad Omier. Right.
Love kick out to Nunn.
Up
slam for Edgecombe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Air VJ, you better watch out and you better block out or you're going to.
Hall on the drive, leaves it for Queta.
Now there was what the violence that you were talking about going to the rim with. Nobody came to get the ball from Queta. He wanted somebody to come get the ball from him, and they didn't.
Help the big man out.
Right.
Timeout, 58-41 Cougars here on ESPN+.
Harris Jr. started 89 consecutive games, helps you become a 1,000-point scorer. Oh, the alley-oop to Adams. That little ball screen, that two-man game up top. Now Hunter Dickinson is going to have a short roll, but that short roll attracted Dante Style to step up, and once he did, man, that's free 2 points for KJ Adams.
Samford absolutely on fire from beyond the arc. You got to know they want that three-point shot, so you can't overreact to the penetration. Elevation! Wow! This is just Carter Bryant trying to go viral on somebody, just putting him in the rim. He's not supposed to be able to do that. He took off from behind the arc.
Queta's got it. Hall back to Keba. Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Queta getting the assist from Hall.
I love the way it doesn't have to be a perfect alley-oop for Queta to be able to throw it. Down went a little bit behind him, and he just reached back.
That was nearly assist number 6, but it was dealt right back the other way. Oh, my goodness. Stephen with the preview.
Just late here, but look at how high he got on that. That was the block from the weak side. Getting some.
Yeah, now I have to sit out.
Right. Here's a let. Somehow ends up in the hands of Punch. How about that? Jam, David Punch.
The freshman.
Catch explosion right there. Boom, he's gone.
The misdirection on the catch. This is a big-time move. Big-time athleticism.
And then New Year's, you're going to Lexington, Kentucky. Back-to-back. Here's Badunga leading the break. He didn't! An SC Top 10 nominee for David Court and Flory Badunga.
And then those cat naps, you got to make sure that you catch the Bearcats slipping a little bit. As Dylan Mitchell says, no such thing with the windmill. And then for the Bearcats, you saw the Dylan Mitchell coming out. The villain is back.
Betsy was a spark for Cincinnati in the first half, made a couple of shots. Backdoor cut and hammer time. Count it for Mitchell, stunning the bench.
With the cock back. Put it on a t-shirt. My goodness. He needs to be named instant replay because every time he touches the ball, you can't wait for that instant replay to come back.
Oh, not going to get that one, but Omier gets another rebound, and his pass is stolen away. Breakaway. Rob Wright is back. Edgecombe is back with a tremendous block.
Always a spectacular play. Look at Edgecombe coming. He knows that shot is coming. I mean, it's nobody expects offensively for him to be there. And look how high he is above the rim. I mean, he's almost at the top of the square.
Trey White, deep three. Trey White, one of those guys that can really score from beyond the arc. Oh, how about that for body control? The young fella gets the contact up and in.
Very rare to see a player that size with this much coordination. This on a dead sprint, catch, take the contact, flip it in the opposite hand, off the glass for and one. Carter Bryant is something special. And that's the evidence right there.
Second foul on Trey White.
Inside, Ezra Sarr. And he got met at the rim by Omier.
What help. You know, Baylor switches a lot, so sometimes you get some funky matchups. Norchad Omier has been a first-team All-Big 12 player to this point in the season.
Paul on the drive, met by Toppin, swatted by Darian Williams, out of bounds with 6 to shoot.
I can hardly see the action. Great offense, taking the ball to the basket. Great help side defense to knock it away from behind.
McDaniel, here comes a lob, finished on this end by K-State. Rich goes up to get it off the nice lob from McDaniel.
He had a career high against Wichita State, 20 points in 20 minutes. Team struggled that game, but wow, that's the way to finish a dunk. Catch it with 2 hands. This is ultra athletic right here. Wow.
No timeouts for the Horned Frogs, so here comes TCU. Reynolds lost the handle, gets it back. Reynolds off the front guard, TCU on top, 12.8.
Yeah, Noah Reynolds, man, look at the body control. Powerful left-handed driver. Looked like Hawkins faked. He didn't attempt to block the shot in that situation.
Picking him up way beyond the three-point line. Forced inside. Inside again. And it's swatted away by Udeh.
Watch the TCU defense now leading to some offense right here.
Nearly stolen away. White blocked from behind by Tugler. Houston in transition. Shot for 3.
Devon Small double teamed on the baseline. 11.5 minutes to play here in the opening half. Eric Rothman, Tim Welsh with you in Morgantown. Small, what a move!
Made the huge play at the end of the Kansas game, and he continues to impress. The transfer, the ability running the point now, making the extra pass, finding the open man, very good defensively.
Here's Vaser rolling to the hoop and finishing a poster over Eduardo Andre.
Ability to find the loose ball, and here miscommunication as Andre just kind of gets lost in no man's land. He stays too long with the basketball.
TJ Otzelberger and Iowa State in this crowd, up 13.
A sword with the flush. And you've got to take advantage of their momentum. You can't hold the basketball. You got to move it quickly. There's the double. Nice bounce pass and coming right to you.
Underneath, Malone for the win. It's blocked. UCF wins.
It's Momcilovic. Now Lipsy across half court. 2 on the clock. Lipsy, Jefferson, it's in! It counts! We're going to overtime! When it went back to Momcilovic, but they, like I said, Rich, 6.2 is a lifetime to go end to end, and a great pass by Lipsy. And oh man, the young man from Ames who grew up wanting to be a Cyclone, offered a scholarship in 8th grade. Mom and dad still working on campus. How cool is this?
And you want to know how valuable a half a second is? Just ask TJ Otzelberger.
You know what?
And the word from Utah, he's good to go. 12-point lead for Utah. Lovering with the drive and just bullying his way past Andrea Vukovic.
Vukovic, the freshman, does a nice job, so he gets him right here. But the deeper Lovering gets to the lane, you as a big, you can body up. You have to stay strong and get a good base. He keeps retreating. Lovering feels that and just
has to get it in to Madsen, who's still, you have to hit a field goal. The lob, he did it! Keanu Dawes looking for bodies.
They make the right play there. It's Madsen getting out of the double team numbers.
Here's one.
That's Wallin.
There's
oh
two.
My gosh, there's Dawes right there in transition.
And missed it. Jihad has it. Here comes Arizona State. Miller downhill, floats it up. He got it! Adam Miller ties it with 1.9.
Arizona State taking full advantage. The three-point shooter with the presence of mind to not take the three and take the runner because it's just as good. And the Sun Devils are 2 seconds away from possibly forcing overtime. A heads-up play by Miller to do what needed to be done.
Arizona with its largest lead of the game at 12. Love, nice pass. Oh my goodness! Going up and over. A 7'2" Mustafa Cha player, but they say held ball.
Dave Pasch, it doesn't matter. This is the play of the day. This is #1 on SportsCenter. Briscoe, Eves, you don't have to see anything else. That's a dunk over the top of a 7'2" center.
Williams up top, broken up again by Gasson. Austin, confident.
Finds the bottom of the way.
Huge threes in the first half, including one from Steph Curry.
Shot clock under 10. Lewis regathers. Got to get something going here. Hoisted up by Bradley, and it goes!
And just a guy at the end of the shot clock. You need your leader to take tough shots. Arizona up 7.
Left side. Ali draws iron.
Taylor hesitates and hammers it home.
Pete, when your hair matches the uniform, you get superpowers. Right here, down the lane, that's just nasty, filthy work right there. The inside out.
Watson, a guy who, because of the Momcilovic injury, has kind of moved into the rotation. They need some minutes out of him. A steal by Harris. And blocked by Watson.
For this Iowa State team, but an excellent defender and a good job by Keyshawn Gilbert to change the direction and slow down DeJuan Harris just a bit so that Watson could get this big-time shake.
That's what he's good at, back downs.
Drop. Ooh, what a steal.
Harris came in there and got it. Ball still loose. Jefferson got it back. Jones. Again!
What a great run. You steal the ball from Iowa State. They just steal it back from you. And Jones, there is not a shot deep enough for him to turn down.
Nice floater in the lane by Hammond. Need him to get going. He's got 5, and they get a turnover immediately. Lobbing it up top in the two-hand punch.
How about the great look by Baskin? This is highlight reel material right there. Only a sophomore. Woo! Took my breath away.
KJ Simpson in the second round. De Silva's having a fantastic year for Orlando right now. What a putback! There's Dak again. Well, there's the #2 wow you play.
Yeah, this is beautiful basketball. Watch this effort right here by the big fella. Gets inside of us.
When they do miss, they're long rebounds. Their guards get a lot of second chances.
Good pass.
Oh, the dunk from Roberts.
On the other end of the floor, a pocket pass. Juwan Roberts has really had an outstanding evening, but boy, credit Cryer with a terrific pass.
Huge possession right here for TCU. They need to convert. The lob, that's what he does! Dunk on your head! 37 buckets on the season. This is the 25th time it's a dunk. Back to the 7-footer. 7 on the shot clock for Gabe Madsen. Keanu Doss coming to the basket, and that's how he tormented Oklahoma State.
Off the bench. Here's Cryer, another triple. Off target. Francis trying to pop it alive. Roberts fighting for it. Williams scoops it up. Johnson with numbers in transition. Up top, Taylor! Oh, close the lid!
This is the way that UCF wants to play, and this is what Houston was worried about. Turnovers leading to fast break points. UCF wants and loves to play fast. They are 44th in the nation.
It goes to Roberts. Roberts fighting through the paint, off the window.
Good in the second half. They lifted everybody just like I thought they would. And he knocks down a monster shot. Best bucket of the game for Roberts. And right now we have a stoppage of play because the refs are checking out the clock and seeing how much should be on the game clock.
And if this is how it stands, it is 0.1 left. One more look as that ball goes in. Now it's 1.1. They had it listed as 0.1, so there's going to be 1.1.
No. It's the Stevie Wise, Sean Vanderbilt, late 80s years. But, yeah, a lot of great members. A lot of good players Colorado's had.
Usman with the exclamation point.
Mitchell. And Dago.
6 seconds on the clock.
Alley-oop, Frederick! And Mitchell hammers it home!
And this was one that Coach Miller was saving. And Mitchell for the lob. Cincinnati at home by 9.
Take it away! Mitchell! Exclamation point!
Basketball. This will be one of the highlights. Wow. That's dunk contest worthy.
Should we get the cards out? Do we have to?
Oh, I know what you're going to do, John. You're going to give him a 9.5.
Bounces around and hit Jefferson, and now Small rips it away from Chatfield. Small, acrobatic finish. West Virginia back in front.
Getting out in transition. Javon Small showing us why he's one of the best scorers in all of the Big 12. The up and under, the finesse on the lay. Absolutely tough, Chucky.
Curtis Jones, Tamin Lipsey. If you're a ball handler, beware. 3 to shoot. Small in trouble, spinning. Look at that. Javon Small! Ridiculous!
Other than this young man, the split absolutely disgusting. Javon Small playing big.
The lob. Keita the throwdown.
BYU, they're taking away the 3, Utah, so they're going to try to drive the middle of the gaps. Most of the night they've taken that away, but this is a perfect angle and finish for the big fella.
See the switching, Rich. It hasn't hurt Baylor yet. Basically, it's a 5-out switch, and it might hurt him right there. Yep.
Ernest Udeh with another dunk.
Let's take a look right here. Watch. Little switch inside, the mismatch guard on the big. Great.
Reynolds, their leading scorer, with the ball. 7 seconds. Wenzel. A potential game winner for Wenzel.
Reynolds versus the zone. He's going to get by right. He's going to collapse those white shirts. And then Wenzel, listen, Baylor doesn't play a lot of zone. That was not a great defensive possession. Watch the little screen by Udeh. Wenzel gets a clean look, and that's what he does best. Great execution.
3 transfers in their starting 5. This is a team that has been top 4 in the nation in assists per game every year under Lloyd. Here's Avery flying at the rim with 2 hands.
Back to this steal and dunk. This is just a great way to blow this up. Lazy pass by Bradley. Bryce Thompson gets out.
Highly respected coach. He's a no-nonsense coach. Tremendous fundamentals. And as you've said all day long, he continues in this new world to continue to try to build his program by developing players and having them grow old with him.
And then they needed to be separated, but how about the block? Bain got Dak.
The wingspan is tremendous. He leaps. He's got great timing. Phenomenal next-level block shot.
December in that game against Providence.
Tweak might be the thing that he did again. He looks like he's going to try to play through it.
Keita finishes.
Beautiful pass. Great pass. Great pass.
5-point lead for K-State. Edgecombe rise it up, and this time he throws it down. He laid it in. This time he said, I know how to finish it.
Back-to-back stops and back-to-back sensational buckets by VJ Edgecombe. You let him set his feet, and he'll do the rest. Put you in the rim. You wonder.
Or that.
Mason, are you kidding me?
And they've hit some tough ones. This being top of the list, no question about it. But they have also done work in the paint. They have carved this Iowa State defense up.
A logo 3 by Alston Mason gives him.
That's the flash of talent.
Here's Jones. Ooh, blocked by Phillips.
And then the block on the other end by Sean Phillips Jr. The 7-footer says, give me that.
All the players on this team, you know you're not going to be shooting 25 shots a game.
How about a circus shot right there from Del Orso? How about Del Orso, inside and out?
This is an unlikely move in traffic.
Scoring drought now, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Colorado. Can Ruffin end it? He cannot in the face of Bryant, who may have gotten a piece of that. Bradley puts it in with second gear. Wildcats have made 4 of their last 4.
Well, it's all about stops and pops for the Arizona Wildcats.
Still recovering from the loss of Jalen Sellers, one of their best all-around athletes. Oh! That's a way to get on the scoreboard. David Punch with a nasty throwdown.
He's attacking the big fella on the break. David Punch throwing it down. Game stepping out the 3, but really soft touch around the rim as well. Oh my goodness.
No, he did not.
Chom goes right at the big fella. Goodness.
TCU not winning the game right now, but they are certainly winning the highlight throwdown plays.
My goodness.
Keller beating everyone down the floor. Federico erases it after Federico recovers defensively.
What a play right there. Boy, length, timing, great job of the big fella running the floor.
Del Orso.
It's got to go down the court.
3-point game.
Too far.
Here's Love for the tie. Oh!
He's got at least 2 dribbles, and there they are. Okay, we always say dribble per second and get it up. I thought they could have thrown it down the court, but hey, what do I know?
I asked you quickly, and obviously now it comes off as a second guess, but should Iowa State have been thinking foul immediately?
No, not from there,
Play
John.
on the floor is good. 3-point basket.
I don't think there's any, because you don't want to foul a guy in the act of shooting from 6.
Demon to the corner. Catchings with a burst. Catchings on the reverse.
Good pass right here by Demon. Catchings with the length, with the explosion, driving the closeout. I mean, this right here, when he keeps it simple, he's showing his offensive versatility.
Against Phillips, a couple big bodies. Carrington going baseline. Look at Carrington! Oh my goodness!
Kind of fumbles it. Malone inside, and then just a straight line drive, and as he takes his second drill right there, he's okay, nobody's going to rotate over.
Dak right around Phillips. Oh my goodness! Bengot Dak crushes it!
Back in Boulder, young sophomore Bengot Dak gets better and better, more confident.
Last 2 games. Got to get a shot up. Clock is down. Another turnover. This is Skillings hopping through the lane. Oh! Left hand follow dunk. You wanted that defense to translate to offense, and it has.
Exactly. You can get going. Skillings attacking the basket. Mitchell, throw it down. Dylan Mitchell, forget about it. Transfer from Texas. Here we go up and away. Skillings, leading scorer last year. In again, out again. Oh boy.
James creating lob for Bandego. Broken up by Sharaf Jumps, the 6'9" point guard. Madsen finds him. Transition 3. No! Goes for the dunk and hammers it home.
How about that?
Handling the double team. He didn't just skip it over there. He put it right in his shooting pocket.
Alette lost it. Toppin took it away to Walton. Federico! Goes up! Everybody in the building knew what was about to happen.
He's going to knock it in.
Wenzel missed everything from 3. Punch got it back. Punches it in. His third vicious dunk in 2 games. They do it in Harker Heights, Texas.
All right, he's got his own little dunk competitions going on during the game. He's going to set it with one, put the other one. An athlete, that is sweet.
Another chance for the Wildcats. Shot clock at just 2. Hawkins turns, fires. Oh, and he has a word or two, letting them know on the Oklahoma State sideline.
Like this. Maybe he should take some of these off 1 foot with his back to the sideline, like that. 3, 21-11, K-State.
Rebound tip twice. Newman grabs. Avery leading scorer. And throws it down.
This guy's got hops. Well, here's the dunk. Avery, that is
1-2-2. Deep, you got to get it over the timeline.
And another turnover, back to back. They're wreaking havoc. Upstairs, KJ Lewis, hammer jam.
Well, they can turn it on quickly. You've got to look over the top. Great hands, great effort, deflections, and all of a sudden all that hard work put aside by excellent defensive.
They are 3-6 in conference play, coming off a 2-point win over Colorado.
I come out of my seat. How about this? Right back at him. I hope his folks are in Estonia. They don't have to see this.
But a 16-point lead for K-State. From way behind the line. He shot that one from Des Moines.
Coleman Hawkins calling for the ball. Still 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Coleman Hawkins wide open. Austin says, forget it, I've got it. That is so deep, like Mitch Richmond territory.
Anytime you reach in front of that official, it's going to get called.
Oh, what a throwdown. Keba Keita brings the house down.
Well, this one's coming right to the rim. The pocket pass, nothing you can do about it. This one's coming right in to the living room. Big finish from the big fella.
Well, Malone's got to hold off Uday better than that on the post. They're trying to get him the ball.
Oh, Posey going up against Malone. He forces it in with a foul.
Champion, look at this right here. Off of 2 feet like he's going up to jump over a 6'8" height on the high jump. And with the concentration after the contact by Malone, I don't know how he kind of scratched his back with the basketball and still put it in. But
Sloppy. Gilbert. And it was Dickinson that ripped it away. Look at Harris sliding and taking it back. Wow!
Oh my goodness!
KJ Adams. It started with Harris and then Coit the lob. You know, actually, it started with Dickinson. Yeah, you're right. Knocking it loose.
And finally, Oklahoma State tracks it down. Keller pirouetting, blocked off the window by Tugler. He is a high flyer. Houston has their largest lead and possession.
Well, Houston gives tremendous pressure out front, but they have those rim protections.
For Scott Drew, who has led such a proud Baylor program, the only team who has been a top 3 seed in the last 4 NCAA tournaments. There's a lob from Hawkins to Federico.
Let's take a look at this last bucket right here by Hawkins. Rob Wright is supposed to be the person in the tag because Chance McMillan was high. No backside tag.
And Toppin chases it down. McMillan, can he do it again? And he Steph Curry'd that one.
And this last one, Rich, was just absolutely filthy. 30-footer. Turns around before he even knocks it in. Take a look at this.
Are looking to make it 7 straight wins and 9 of their last 10. The hottest team in the Big 12. Staying that way.
This play right here. It's so hard to guard because they run Chance McMillan through, and you have to stay attached because he is an elite shooter, which eliminates.
Reversed it and could not get it to fall.
Asar! Oh, my goodness. Ezra Asar.
Athleticism off the charts. Asar Trying to close the door here in Salt Lake City with a thunderous dunk for and one. Lexon.
After rebounds or deflections. Knights also with 2 offensive rebounds early on, and how about the lob on the other end with the foul? An unbelievable dime as Bandaogo throws it down.
Out of the timeout by Wes Miller. They go empty side ball screen. Actually, it was an empty side. Lukosh just lifted up, and Bandaogo catches the lob from James. Getting downhill. You see how James turns the ball screen? And
Mitchell with 4 points has been the leading scorer. And you see the lob on the back end, and Mitchell almost hit his head on the rim.
So UCF actually worked on this in shoot-around. And they were worried that as soon as they went to zone, they'd get the lob play. But the flash by Bandaogo actually gets Dillon Mitchell wide open. Yatsu's the
9-3 run for UCF. A lob up top. Oh, watch your head. Mitchell with a nasty throwdown.
Excellent execution again on the zone offense. The lob for Mitchell. You just have to throw that anywhere.
Gilbert, as Chatfield rolls towards the rim. Shot bounces it back for Curtis Jones. Jones shoots over White. Tough shot! And nothing but net for Curtis Jones. Back-to-back threes for number 5. Turnovers now.
Curtis Jones is starting to heat up here. Again, comfortable putting on the floor, and a snatch back deep 3. He knocks it down, and sight was so high.
Fully healthy, this would have easily been a top 25 team. Well, you talked about health. Oh, no! He did it! Russell Westbrook, where are you at? Is that a superstar? Diaper dandies? Is that what he's saying? Hey, this is one of them.
It's Casares. This Houston defense is going to force you to take shots like that. The Buffs will need Javon Ruffin to make them if they're going to stay in this.
I think they're going to get a foul on Malone. His second, trying to get on the offensive glass, just a little hip check.
Mountaineer fans getting into it under a minute to play here in the first half. Both the Madsen twins are out there now. Gabe inside the levering, and Toby Okani with the rejection.
Now this is defense, and Craig Smith wanted a foul here, but that is a heck of a block. The timing.
12-point lead for Oklahoma State after the and one. Sannon left alone for a 3. Short. Oh, what a follow from Amir Ali. Oklahoma State with a 12-point lead, but Arizona State's high flyer, the freshman Ali. Mason, his 3, got it!
Wow, I'll tell you what, that is presence of mind right there. Watch it right here. Looks up, 1, 2, pull up. And why not? He hit one from further distance right before. Austin Mason, James, doing everything he can here this afternoon to keep Arizona State in it under adverse conditions.
The lead is 15, right, looking for some help. Omier, Norchad Omier behind the back, whoa!
Pretty move.
Would you be interested in, this is what it's turned into, behind the back, little dipsy-do and the throwdown.
He's turning 2.
BYU's playing on the perimeter, nothing going inside, vertical. They're going east and west.
Traffic, shot clock at 3. Demon throws it up. Demon converts. What a shot! Wow.
From Russia with love. Oh my goodness.
Momcilovic doubles. Someone's open. Curtis Jones gets it in the paint, looking for an open man. Bounce pass, Chatfield.
These guys know how to score. Curtis Jones in the paint says, you know what, I don't have one for myself. I'll be patient. I'll find my boy underneath the rim.
Out of their timeout, they've got 1 left. And E.K. Garuke steals it, going the other way. And he's fouled. It's the play of the year for him. And a chance for a 3-point play.
And that's just scout team. When you know the play, you see it coming, you shoot the lane, and then you finish big.
His name is Bevo, something against the University of Texas.
No, good guess.
Rio Grande College in southeastern Ohio.
That was my second guess. Paduga! Oh, my!
From Adams. His wife.
Keep it simple.
Bucks are 1 for their last 8. Harrison Carrington, the former walk-on, turns it over. 6th of the game for Colorado.
Putting his mark on the first half. And it's been really his energy and his athleticism, which has been just unbelievable. And this is kind of the story of his career. High school and college combined, he's won 80%.
Punch has the rebound off the Avery miss. Reynolds runs, Posey down the baseline, throws it in reverse, Jace Posey.
And here comes Posey with the sweet reverse.
Oklahoma State doesn't guard the ball.
Got to advance the ball as far down court as you can.
Posey deep shot, it's tipped, it turns in, shoots it! 0.8 showing.
So he ran the baseline. Looked like they're trying to get the ball here to Robinson at half court, but it was tipped, and Alette was in the right place at the right time. And look at the clock. The clock should have started. Yep.
Freeman patiently eyeing the defense, spinning. Nice dump off to Phillips. Oh, he dropped the hammer here in Lubbock.
We've got dunks, we've got assists. The Big 12 is just awesome right now. This game is epic. Stay with us.
Sun Devils can hold for the last shot here. It's Mason up top. Poked away by Anderson. Anderson's got to be careful. Anderson dives for it. Dumps it off. Walton to lay it. Blocked by Arizona State. Is on the clock.
What a defensive play. Look at the all layout move from Christian Anderson. Freeman with a monster and clean block. Unbelievable play. Wow.
Contact, nice rebound by Javon Small. Small pushing the tempo, still looking for his first bucket. Blocked from behind, it's Edgecombe. Edgecombe though, isn't it?
Yeah, look at this block right here. This is a good block. I would have loved Javon Small to get aggressive. One-on-one right there. If you're going to attack.
And they're up 1 as Simas Lukosius with his second 3 of the day. Here come the Cyclones. How about that one from Dylan Mitchell?
There's more points off of this turnover. Just a soft pass cross court that Dylan Mitchell goes flying in the air to finish.
7 fouls against the interior of Kansas State.
Just 1 on the shot clock. And from the corner. How about that shot? Brendan Hawson. Brendan Hawson got the shot off in time. Edgecombe at the basket. Oh, my.
He doesn't need a ball screen right here. Get out of his way and let him attack. It's exactly what he did. That one play tells you all you need to know about that young man's future. But credit. What's interesting about Arizona, you hate to say addition by subtraction, but they've gotten better. Oh! Better.
That was addition. Caleb Love to the rack.
Big moment. Take a look right here. That's addition by subtraction. Woo!
Here goes the lob again.
And KJ Adams up over everybody to ram it home.
Baseline out of bounds. So KJ Adams on the left-hand side of your screen. Watch the little screen underneath by Storr. Just lob it up and get there. But Dunga takes out Foose.
That is not the 3 for JT Toppin.
Anderson off the feed from Federico.
JT Toppin's going to be a good three-point shooter, Lowell, but it's not going to be on fadeaways.
Lob City! That's how you get a freshman going, coming off his career high. Oh, his dad was an incredible leaper, and the apple didn't fall far.
And second chance points because of it.
Williams to the hoop, contact, and Williams gets it to go that time. What a finish.
Yeah, you can see him integrating himself better. He was terrific a couple games ago against Iowa State. 14 points. That's been his best game all season long. Gets rewarded with the start in Boulder.
They need someone to emerge from a scoring standpoint. Keep in mind, Frankie Collins, their best player, their point guard, went down in basically December. So they need an alpha. To put up points like that. And they're asking for a goaltending.
Look at this right here. Dylan Mitchell, the hang time, the anticipation. This is what you love to see from the... They are two of the best, honestly, maybe the best backcourt in men's or women's college basketball.
Right in there, Coach Ivey. Oh, Uday.
Jefferson. What a pass. A no-look behind-the-back bounce pass for the assist.
Passer, close to 3 assists per game. Also their leading rebounder. But he saw Francis coming and couldn't rotate over in time. Great cut by Heisey. We talked about him being a good cutter out of that corner. Beautiful basketball by Iowa State.
Back of this backdoor slip, Griffin, and then they get him at the cup. What a defensive recovery by Newman. On the defensive recovery after he got beaten backdoor.
Yeah, he was beaten badly initially, but the recovery was there. Look, he's trying to catch up. And fortunately, nobody got hurt on that play. I thought, as you touched on, I thought Newman made it.
Coleman trying to get it inbounds. It's Johnson. Darius Johnson getting to the rim. Gets it to go. UCF is going to win this.
Again, two best players with a nice little fluff screen. Get the switch. So the bigger, the slower. Osar can't stay in front of Darius Johnson. And then a tough finish right there.
Cryer probing. Roberts and the stuff from Tugler plus the foul.
Take a look. Little Gretzky right there. We call that a Gretzky when Cryer goes behind the net. And then great post-to-post passing right there. And that kid is 6'8", but he's a +10 wingspan, which...
First thing, he was blocked by Dak, like a pinky or a fingertip.
Yeah. Hammond, lob, Dak.
Oh! A big one and a 4-point game. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is
when he banged that, he meme-mugged the entire KU bench.
ATO a problem again for Oh, and look out, KJ Adams.
Can we just talk about these back-to-back dunks? First off, I just watched this in transition. KJ Adams.
Final 15 seconds. This one launched.
Good look. Oh. Good look for Hassan and one. You're going to see right here the old DHO action to get the ball to your shooter. I mean, that's a 30-footer, and it's deep. What a shot right there from Hassan.
The steal. Here comes KJ Adams, a 4-on-1. The lob down!
Oh, my!
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
Wow!
Here comes Santa. Pistons pumping for him. Oh! Keanu Dawes timed that perfect.
Outstanding defensive intensity by Utah. Getting downhill, figures he has an easy layup, and right there, second line of defense, big time block. High energy play, and you hear the crowd loving it.
That shot off the mark, no foul called. And here's Powell, the freshman, on the leak out, but it's erased by Queta.
Level block by Queta. This is the level of effort. This is why this young man plays. His rim protection, what he does for them on the defensive side of things.
David Love down the lane, tried to drop it off. And the loose ball tracked down, James Bradley. Right down the key.
has been doing most of their damage attacking the basket.
Well, right here, you're going to see the ball get bounced around, and Jaden Bradley out front. Look what I found. Nobody wants to rotate over to the ball, and he gets an easy two. Brings the crowd to their feet.
Solid job for him off the bench here. Johnson will fire it. Oh, how about that throwdown? J.J. Taylor, hello.
The miss from Dior Johnson leads to the opportunity for the big-time putback. J.J. Taylor giving the Knights a little momentum heading into half.
Special feature coming up. Do not go anywhere. Darius Johnson, his career in the spotlight.
Reynolds left it for Micah Robinson. Oh, Baskin with the hands. Loose ball. Taken away by Colorado. Look out! Bang got Dak! Shutting it down!
See this coming from half court. I was praying that he didn't jump, and he did. And now Dak says, you know what? I'm going to go viral with you, brother.
40 straight senior days in this building.
Lob. Adams and a throwdown. Senior to senior.
Watch this little back screen here. Dickinson connecting with KJ Adams, who's trying to finish a great career here at Kansas with a win. Great set play.
And now Harris will look to set it back up. Lob!
Alley-oop happens because KJ Adams tipped the ball back out to Harris. They got a new clock, but they didn't need 20 seconds because KJ snuck along the baseline.
Mason inside. Sannon misses the three. 5 seconds to go in the half. Here's Anderson from just inside the logo. Hello, Christian Anderson, as the clock winds down.
And knocking it down. You love to see the confidence from this young man. I mean, this is just such a confident shot because he still had 1.5 seconds on the shot clock, an extra dribble to get a little bit closer.
It's like the rim is 9 feet.
Lovering finds draws. Couldn't finish the flush for a second time tonight.
Did Keita block his two-hand jam? Young man, and it is getting rough and tough inside. That is the second two.
Ended the half by Hall.
Well, one of the ugliest halves they've had all year here.
Behind the back, Tibbin, kick, mag, three.
Now they're just showing off. Behind the back, kick out the triples. They're going to burn you. If you don't stop them inside, look, that one right there, right there. Just a little behind the back, little tricky dribble.
Again, a win by Baylor. They will be the 6th seed in Kansas City. Will play on Wednesday. A steal running out. LJ Cryer denied by VJ Edgecombe.
And look at the distance in which VJ Edgecombe covered and then erased. Briscoe, Eves, top 10 later tonight on Sports Center. Why not? On a run. They've missed 7 consecutive shots.
And a turnover by Houston. VJ Edgecombe.
Previous possession, Edgecombe outside of the paint can just flat out fly. Look at where he took off from. Oh my goodness.
100% today so far. Skilling spots up. Oh, Dylan Mitchell with his exclamation point on this first game in Kansas City. Proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
I'd go at Bandego if I could on some drives. He's got 2 fouls.
Shot clock winding down. Fired. Oh! Curtis Jones with the heave as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, Skilly's on top of him. Skilly's on top of him. Almost looked like he tipped it. But he's got great range, Curtis Jones. He's done that before.
Really elite and get past him. That explosiveness is an A+ according to Jonathan Givony.
Did you like that?
Great execution. Norchad Omier just kind of walks towards the ball. He's just trying to occupy a defensive player, and then Hassan just gets caught, and there's nothing he can do. I mean, Hassan's not good.
With his reaction to the foul call. Darian Williams missing the three. JT Toppin pulls it down. It goes to work and one. Fourth foul on North Chatham-Mere.
Now that is a huge, huge play. 2 fouls on North Chatham-Mere on that side of the floor. This call, as you pointed out, Roxy. So on the step through here, I mean, you're in no glory, and it's just a 2-hand shove. And this is going to be a dunk, and instead, you put your hands on your hip.
Queta rejects it out of bounds. It's an 8-0 BYU run.
We need toughness, and Queta, after swatting this ball, got a little bit over exuberant, and Doug Sermons just had a good talking to. Keep it under control.